You gotta take things one step at a time. Hello. Alright, got everything set up. That's the right location. Okay, so I cut off right before entering the clones level. I forget exactly how many levels the previous more hub-style hubs were, open-style hubs were, but we've done, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done 7? 7, plus a secret. So this would be the 8th of Upward Spiral. Smoldering Fissure. This is a collab level. Beethro clambered up yet another stairway and carved into the rock and came through a small gap into a cavern that grew wider as he looked up until at last he could see the sky gleaming above him and the sun like a fiery orb, as if he only needed a slightly larger weapon to reach out and touch it. But there was still a mighty rock face yet to be scaled, irregular at first, but almost vertical near the top, and Beethro's heart sank as he stared up at it. It was hard to believe he would ever make it up, and if he failed now, if he was fated to die down here, then all the knowledge he had gained about the Veiled Fortress and its people would die with him. This reminded him of a conundrum he had once heard. He couldn't remember where. If you were trapped with no hope of escape, but you could make an identical clone of yourself with all your knowledge and memories intact, and you knew that that clone would escape and carry on with your life, and everyone would think it was you, would you do it? Would it actually make any difference? If the clone was identical to you, then you couldn't say that one of you was the real you and one was not, or so some philosophers have said. Beethro tended to get lost at this point in the discussion, and it was hard to keep track of which person you was meant to be referring to. Ah, okay. So this is on track to maybe be the last of them. Yeah, I don't know. My reading is a little off today. What do I actually need to... Oh, okay, I did the right thing. We want to do this. Then we want to do that. We're getting a control thing. But instead of pressing tab, I'm going to be a rebel and use the mouse. I think we are... There we go. I think we are trying to put this rock golem in the right place. Yeah, using the mouse is just a little bit more convenient, simply because you don't have to go through a sequence of them. You know, the more clones there are in the room, the more helpful that using the mouse can tend to be. Alright, so what's the deal here? We definitely need to put this there. And then that needs to be held down somehow. Well, there's a mirror here. So I guess the mirror probably needs to go there, since there's no way I could use anything but the powder keg there. I'll probably want a clone's help for one reason or another. Let's see. If I push it down from above, and then I could have the clone push it to the west and then to the north. Park it on one of the trap doors on the way westward. Okay, I think I have a solid enough plan. The fact that his sword is facing the wrong way is an irritation, but I don't need this trapdoor for anything else, so I'll use that to fix it. Okay, so park that for a second. Wait. No, if the other Beethro goes south, then we'll be fine. Okay, I know what I need to do. So you go wait here. I guess it doesn't matter who waits to push it the rest of the way, as long as somebody does. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that either. Yeah, this room is going to teach you, if you don't already know, that leaving a clone on a hot tile is a bad idea. And in general, that killing a clone kills you. Yeah, tab is convenient when there's just one to worry about in the first place. Let's see. Yeah, that should work. Now I just need someone who's facing west to go get rid of that. Although, isn't there a problem with that? There's no way to open this. So I guess this is an absolute requirement that the other V-throw be at a room edge when I clear the room, because otherwise there's no way it can survive. Like, as soon as I swap out and wait a turn, I would die, so I have to be at a room edge. That's interesting. Alright. So I guess it's okay if clones die, as long as they die off screen. Okay. What are we doing here? Hold this down to retrieve a decoy potion. Don't let that wake up. I guess this is letting me know that invisibility transfers to clones who didn't technically take the potion. Where do I actually want a decoy, though? I need to press that somehow. I guess if the decoy just kills the eye, that would be okay. Well, this one can't be in two places at once. Maybe that's not the right place for the decoy. Maybe I want it here to block the eye? Well, then it'll just kill the eye like that. That doesn't solve my problem either. The other alternative would be... Well, I don't see a way I could put the decoy on this button. Well, if the decoy is waiting here, then the eye would actually go to it. Okay, yeah, that takes care of it. Then this guy can go, presumably kill the eye somehow. That works. You'll be okay there, won't you? Me? I'm fine, just enjoying the scenery. Yes, but I feel kind of bad leaving a handsome guy like you to die. Nah, I'll get free as soon as you're out of the room. But how? The same way Half does. I'm sure if you're extra nice to him, he'll tell you one day. Bah, as if having to babysit him wasn't bad enough. Well, if you're sure you're okay, I'll be going. See you around. This is a little silly. I almost wonder whether I could break that scripting a little bit by having the other one move after I finish the room. Whatever. Okay. What's the deal here? So somehow I need to kill these three for one thing. Looks a lot like I really need those to go into these traps. Thinking one of them would be no problem, but I'm not sure about the other two. Oops. Yeah, I don't think that's it. Like, I could absolutely kill one of these snakes like that, but that leaves the clone stuck inside of that trap. So I need at least two of the eyes to come out alive. I can make one of them come this far out, but that's not good enough. It just gets stuck on the bridge. There's no way I can make either of the other two eyes see a bee throw at all. I guess I could do this to get one of them. I don't see how I'll get another, though. Because there's no way to make this eye come across. It either kills this bee throw or dies. Like, there's no way to... If I put the clone over here, then there's no way to get more than one eye out of all that. But there's no way to get even one eye out if I don't put the clone over there. I don't know what this room is expecting me to do. Oh, do they? Alright, I thought that inactive clones didn't wake up eyes. Alright. Revealing all of the rule facts that I didn't know. So I only really need two eyes. I think this one could be used over there with the help of the clone, and the clone could go take care of the other snake. So, I guess I'll get to work on that. If I thought about what I was doing, I might not have used such a bad facing. Alright, so now you go stand here. Pull the eye this way. That way. Alright. Struggled at the beginning, but the rest of that was relatively straightforward. Yeah. This is really revealing what rules I have in my head incorrect. Oh, I already did this room. I guess I just haven't had that many opportunities for a eye to be awakened by a clone in a puzzle. It's kind of rare for it to come up, I think. Alright. We're gonna go this way. Here are some pre-placed clones. Bit awkward, but fine. So I'm 90% sure that this the door on the east is going to be opened by lifting this plate. And then I think I'm going to want all three of these across, and that's how to do it. Looks like I'm going to need 3 swords at the end. That can be arranged. There we go. Now to the east. We are required to go this way. Okay. Actually, what is going on in this room? This toggles those. Sure. These are on fire traps opened by standing there. There's a clone potion there. This closes the way out. This opens the way for the roach. So this arrangement of force arrows and trapdoors looks very deliberately orchestrated to force me to put a clone in here. To put both clones in there. Okay. Then there's not a red door in this room, so I don't think I need to interact with all of these trapdoors. For that matter, I couldn't, because this one's at a dead end, so don't worry about that. Okay, so we need to put this roach into a location between clones that would be stable until I reach that. So that won't quite work. Okay, I think I know what I want to do then. I think we just need something like this, maybe? Oh, not quite. Maybe a corner... a little bit farther to the east. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that should work. Yeah, and then I need to make it up there. So this time I kind of want a southeast corner. So this is where the weird construction with the eyes comes into play, I guess. We insist on specifically being in that position, I guess. I don't know, this... Like, I have to keep the roach in one place for this to work. It's not like I can let it move around. There's certainly no way that I can make it move off of that button from all the way down here. Like, what? That is as far away from that button as I can place it. Not that that matters, since what I need is for it to go past the buttons somehow. I don't see how this could be possible. Either the roach is completely stuck in a single location because I have walls, or the roach is completely free to go wherever it wants and block the door off. There's really nothing in between. There's certainly nothing that would let me make a roach go onto and then off of this button while I'm all the way down here. Like, if this was where I was up here, near the button, then I could easily see how to slide the roach up and down maybe, but there's no way to make it do that from all the way that far south. Like, that's the closest I could see being possible at all. What did I do different? Aside from the roach being a tile farther to the west, I don't even know what I did different. Alright, well, whatever. So now I have 3 guys, but but I need to make it not move while I go all the way around it to the east and south. that's still good enough. Yeah, easily. I just need to shove it into place a little bit. Alright then. Let's just continue in this counterclockwise, I think, is the direction I'm going. Here we have lots of clones. You can switch clones by clicking on them instead of using tab, of course. So, it's having some error blings, I'm not sure why, but hopefully none of them are too fatal. So what's going to happen at the end is we will swap, and then stab. Okay, so I need to basically put these clones all into positions that will get rid of all of the stuff, basically. No, stay that way. So I think that will take care of the one that starts as mud. Yeah, perfect. That takes care of that one. I'm less sure how to take care of this, of the one that starts as tar next to a bunch of ormites. I guess I should just try to grab as many corners as I can. Oh, wait, if it's... yeah, it's gonna swap twice, so if it's mud, I can get rid of this corner, and then tar again, I can get rid of the whole thing. So I have 3 left to get rid of that blob. And with that, I can kill that part as tar, and then I have 2 to do exactly the same thing as I do over on this side. So 1 for that, like this. And then 1 for that. I think that should do it. Check it out. That works. That was fun. What does this look like optimized, especially the last part? Obviously you just place them in the right locations immediately. That... oh! Look at that optimization. The guy who goes and does that starts over there instead of somebody walking over there. This demo involves a bunch of tabbing. That guy is moving as far to the west as possible. And then we're trying to clean these up in a way where nobody dies. But also where there's as little movement as possible. That's pretty neat. 63 moves, not counting all of the tabs. Okay, that's a blue door, so there's no reason to go that way yet. I should skip that and go this way. What if I go here? Oh, this isn't a trap. Never mind. I thought that looked like a dead end and was wondering. What am I looking at? to begin with... Oh, okay. So this goblin needs to survive to press this button to let that goblin out, and then both of them should die to the fire traps. So the deal, though, is that you have a clone there. Oh. Okay. Movement is forbidden. Not facing in a particular direction, but actually just literally moving at all is not allowed. So I think I'll want guys kind of in these positions. And then we're going to have this one here. And then we want one more over here somewhere. I hope that's semi-right. Oh, that's really obnoxious. What am I supposed to do about that? What? Like, what? What? I don't see how that's supposed to work. There has to be someone in this region to even prevent the goblin from just dying in the first place. Like, that's absolutely required. Should I try to make a wall of clones? Is that what we're going for here? I guess that's the idea. I should just have someone over here. Here, maybe? Okay then. Alright then. Interesting. The constraint with the wubbas really confused me for a bit. I must have been at least a little bit mentally primed to think of using clones as walls from that other room with the roach. Let's see. Where do I want to put these two? Okay, this thing over here is a simultaneity requirement. This is a push both of these at the same time thing. Because you want to doubly toggle that. These... you need to stand at all three of these at the same time to kill these roaches. This requires you to do that first. And this... I don't know. I guess you're supposed to place swords here and here to make sure the roaches go to the middle. Okay, so I don't think there's actually... well, I guess actually what I need to do is place... one of these three should be possible to physically enter. Because I only have 2 potions to place things with. Which one am I supposed to be able to enter? What? Oh. Okay. So maybe I'm not supposed to enter those? Some kind of rule about where to place the clone, maybe? So if I put the clone here, don't activate it yet, then have the mimic kill that, move west, move north, then these roaches should all behave. Okay, sure. So now what I need to do is set things up so that a clone and the mimic can simultaneously press these orbs. Actually, this should be perfect if I just make them off by 1. There we go. That takes care of those. I'll blow that up if I feel like it now. Okay, so now what I need is to bring bring 3 swords to that eastern area. This is a little awkward, but I think I can fix it. Don't do that yet. There. There. That should fix it. Not like that. Okay, that's all I needed to do. Alright then. 3 separate things involving clone and mimic. I don't know if I would say those ramped in difficulty from easiest to hardest, necessarily. Just kind of 3 different things. Alright, what's this scroll have to say? Complete the room without drinking more than 1 clone potion. Alright. So all I really need is a nice safe wall made out of clone, wubba, and orb. I should be able to do that, I think. Maybe over here. Yeah. I didn't even need to use the clone as a wall. Clone frugality. Just checking. Yeah, I know why there's a path of trapdoors into this room, because you could otherwise break the room by having a clone outside the field of play, so to speak. Okay, now I can go north. This room has a seating beacon, which is intimidating. Looks like there's something happening here. Okay, so this is clearly the exit that takes you onward to the finish of the level, which means this is a special path only for challenge secret entry stuff. Okay, and the deal here seems to be that I need to be visible to take this and remain invisible. I need to be standing here with one of the clones when the room is completed. So first, don't take the invisibility potion. Second, put a clone here before clearing the room. Okay. Now what in the world is all of this? Also, hello. This is extremely convoluted looking. So I think I need to hold down these 3 to be allowed to go kill those. But I also need to... How do I actually kill them, though? There's no way to get a sword back. I'm supposed to lure them in and then down and then to the spikes or something? I guess. By the way, I'm not allowed to go in either of these columns because I'm not allowed to take the invisibility potion. So I guess my first goal is to open that. It's gonna let this rattlesnake out. I want to push these 3 buttons, which I guess is the rattlesnake's job to do, because there's no way for anyone else to do it. So I think this should go from longest to shortest, so it should go to this slot first. If I understand correctly what I'm looking at. There we go. Okay. How... Oh. Okay, I can use this spikes to eventually maybe shorten the rattlesnake, if I'm extremely lucky with timing. Maybe. This is where having the invisibility potion would have been really helpful, I guess. Because otherwise you're just sort of having to... Okay, I think I can make it work by using that trap. So I need to measure how many turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that's almost perfect. I just need to wait one more turn. Then that will cut it shorter. Now, is this short enough? Or do I need it to be another tile? Let's check. Okay, that's correct length. So I just need to do that again. Use this little trap. Well, yeah, it's long enough for me to use this as a trap. So let's see how many I'm off by. I'm only off by 1. Okay. So wait 1. Let it get cut. Don't do that. Now I just need to make it go in there. There we go. Alright. Now... Okay, those just kill them. I wasn't paying enough attention to notice that. And being rid of those, then I can kill this any I like. But I do need to go put a guy in the right place first. Please come out. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Now, go up. Take that. I can go through here. And use the clone potion to go beyond the stairs. Alright, to the secret room. That guy seems to want to break a mirror that I'm not sure I want broken, so I guess I'll abuse clone swapping to try to prevent that from happening. Should I take this invisibility potion now, or should I wait? I really don't know. So there's these 2 arrows. Looks like I need help because there's these 2 don't open anyway, so this guy is going to kill one and one of the clones is going to kill the other. And that can only be after messing with whatever all this is. Okay. I don't know what this... I wasn't paying enough attention to notice what this was about. Whatever.
Why?
Probably about this room. So I guess I'll take the invisibility potion for now, not still knowing whether or not I should. Yeah, I want you to come with me but not shatter these mirrors because I think I need them for something. I said not shatter them, thank you. Okay. So I think I would want to have that see me by way of reflection once I'm visible again. Sure. And this one, what do I do with this one? If I have a invisible clone here, and then I take the clone potion, then that should kill that one. Because as we very recently relearned, yeah, they're woken up by that. So I would go here, I would do this, and then I need someone to hold, or something to hold that down. Can a mirror come with me into that box? I hope so. Because if a mirror can just hold down that spot where there's... Okay, no, this is designed to not let a mirror in. So that means... something. Actually... I need a mirror in there because of needing to the eye to see me. Okay, never mind. That's not a problem either. I guess I can just ignore the guard for now. Make sure he stays there. I don't see a reason yet why I would need him in this upper corner area. Because we can kill that eye. Kill that eye. We can kill that eye. Oh. Well, that's a problem. How do I kill that one? Because I need the... Because... Like, that mirror has to be used that way. And the clone becoming visible has to be used that way. There isn't any other way that I can use that. Well, if I think back to how this room started, with that guy inconveniently crushing a mirror in front of me, it'd be really helpful if he would do something like that again. Crush or move this mirror at just the right time. That seems like the only plausible way for this to work. But I don't really... I don't really have room to meaningfully manipulate him. Like, there's no actual way to make him push the mirror off. As far as I can tell. Not while there's a mirror there and a clone behind it. Like, there just isn't space for everything. Let's see how this should be possible. Like, that regular B-throw has to be on the east side of the eye, and there has to be a clone on the west side of the eye. And I can't use the invisibility potion to do that. And there's no way to make this guy break or move the mirror because there is not enough room to do that with that set of constraints. I think the convoluted bomb setup is built so that that guy can't come in this side to do anything for me here, because he'll always just get stuck. How is this supposed to work? There's no way. There's no way. He would never... He'll always go the wrong direction if I'm currently switched to the right B-throw. Like, I can block his path with a mirror, but that doesn't help. Wait. Get out of the way. Is this all I'm missing? Okay. Yeah, I didn't actually need that guy's help whatsoever, if that's the case. I just need to get the mirror out of the way while the door is closed. Okay, this was about a door, not about a guard. Got it. Need to switch guys. Now I just need to somehow make the guard go into one of these slots. I think that will amount to needing to retrieve both mirrors to unbrain the guard, because otherwise he'll never go on a force area. Is it even possible to get this mirror out of here? I don't think it is. I guess a mirror plus a clone could do the job, maybe? Or a clone alone? With its sword being all in his way? Maybe. Yeah, okay, a clone can do that alone. We just need to somehow prevent him from stabbing the clone that he's trying to... Would you please stop? Or, okay, no, the clone doesn't block him. It's that mirror being in the path that's blocking him. Fair enough. A little bit awkward. Okay, just do that another tile or two south. There we go. I don't know how to make him turn his sword the right way, but he's in the right location at least. Oh, there we go. Okay. Wait, how do I kill him? more careful. Once he does that, immediately swap. There. Alright. So the guard was a distraction the entire time except the very end. Alright. So I found probably the secret room. It's not impossible that there's more of them, but I didn't see where there would be anymore. Smoldering fissure is done. We'll put a clone here, and let this one distract the roaches. Or really just take care of the whole problem by itself. Thank you, clone, for pushing the button. A decoy could have done that as well, but we got a clone. This is it. This is the end of the upward spiral.
Yep.
Except that it's a... Well, I guess this just leads to the exam, and the exam leads back here. Okay. Botanical Gardens. Beethro, if indeed it was still Beethro, gazed in astonishment at what he saw around him. He was still underground, but the ceiling was dotted with holes to let the light in. On either side of the stairs he had come up were greenhouses full of flowers he had never seen before, a bewildering array of fantastic shapes and colors. Beyond was an undulating lawn, neatly divided into beds, some of which lay dormant, while others were brimming over with life, rustling and swaying and dancing, so much that just looking at them made Beethro feel as if its sword had grown lighter. He wasn't sure what a place like this was doing over the entrance to an abandoned mine, but all the same, it was a cheering sight. He must have come up in one of the more civilized parts of Oyst, perhaps close to the East Castle, and that meant it surely wouldn't be long until he was safely on a boat on his way back to Afelna. He looked down at Half at his side and smiled. The kid had done a good job, after all. He'd have to remember to give him a free cheesecake next time he dropped by the Roasted Roach Grill, or whatever it was the kids like these days. Okay. Very relaxing exam place. And here we can see the Roman numeral 4 key is waiting for us. So, let's see. We've got one use of the entrance here. Somehow that orb needs to be pressed. That's what I expected. But how do I survive? I guess I just have to do this. But, I don't see how I can kill the rattlesnake like this, though. I guess this guy just has to wait there for things to be ready. Alright. Rattlesnake, you're going completely the wrong direction. Please don't do that. That's very frustrating. Okay, rattlesnake can easily kill the regular snake, and then that guy can just take care of it. If, you know, he doesn't get eaten. There we go. Okay, that was an interesting paradox to solve to begin with. Okay, here we have more snake. And we have some kind of construction involving a water skipper nest. Well, this force arrow a water skipper can get off of. We have access to a clone. Sure. I probably need the help of the clone for this part. can also just open that. I don't know. Let's take a clone. Well, I don't necessarily know why, but I'm guessing right now that my goal should be to get this skipper over onto land where I can push it around freely. I don't know if that's actually possible. It seems like these Ormites are designed to sabotage that plan, but maybe not. Yeah, I feel like I need the help of a skipper to maybe shorten the snakes up there so that a clone can finish them off by standing on this button here. I mean, on this door here. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, wait, if a clone was standing... If a clone is... Oh. Never mind, a clone can't stand there. In which case... Well, no, a clone can stand there, it just can't walk there. Important distinction. So a clone standing here can push it onto dry land in a way that's favorable. I think. If this... yeah. Okay, if regular Beethro was standing in the right place, like here, then we can get that. Okay. So now I just need to... carefully maneuver this into position to help me out with the snakes. I think maybe this might help some. There we go. Okay, now I need to hold down the button. Maybe another skipper could help me out with this. Get out of here. Go over there. Get the right setup. That way I can have... Oh my gosh. There. Okay. I don't actually want that one. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal that we have a few skippers being generated while this is being held down. Feels like that shouldn't be a problem, really. There. Maybe? that should take care of the snakes. Oh, wait. No, this is fine. I'm rid of the snakes, so there's no obstruction to going in there now. As long as that button is held down. Now the issue is I need a guy to be pushed into here to be able to hit the bomb. Then another guy goes over here. Okay, that did it, I think. Yeah. Okay. That took care of that. Kill the water skipper before releasing the goblin, then conquer the room. Alright. Let me try to digest the room before I make sense of this challenge. This opens that, this opens that. We need both of those open before lighting the fuse to explode the bomb to kill the roaches. We need this open. We need to release the golem to open that. We need to hit both of these before releasing the golem to open that to kill the roaches. This golem probably needs to be within reach of the bomb. No, I don't see how it could be. Even if both of... Okay, hang on. Yeah, even if both of those are open, this golem won't be destroyed. So what is with this weird passage here? I guess if the golem is dead and south, like here, then a spear could push it into the pit so that whoever's here could get away. Someone would need to be standing here anyway to let them out. There is only a decoy and B-throw available. So the decoy would need to be the one to go here, I guess. I mean, there's also a goblin, but what good is it going to do? I don't know why it would be a big deal to open those. Wait, what? Okay. I guess I... Well, suppose for a moment that there is a goblin standing in the way of the golem who wants to go north. In that case, I don't need to worry about luring anyone anywhere. The decoy can just hold the button down. I can do all that just fine. And blow up the roaches. And do that. Oh, someone still has to hold down that button for this to work. There's no one else available. I guess I don't need that permanently held down. I just need it held down long enough. So if I were to place the decoy in a position that would hold the goblin on the button first. Why? This is irritating. Maybe if I open it this way? Well, just hypothetically, if I were to just kill you, place the decoy. Yeah, this is designed so that a spear can't push something out. Oh, actually, this works. I just need that spear to be directly in play. Okay, and then put the decoy in position. Put the goblin into the box. Eventually. Thank you. And we'll be done. Kill, kill, throw off, kill. Never the twain shall meet. Alright, so there is obviously a secret exit to this room, which involves getting rid of all of the trapdoors to be able to go south from there. For that, I think this decoy can help me. So, let's see. I need to figure out positioning of the last 3 trapdoors such that the decoy can be pushed across them from this side. Not that one. Has to be one of those, one of this 3 or this 3. Has to be one of the north groups. I don't believe it's possible with anything else. The order isn't as important as just the fact that things get dropped, right? So I think I can make that work. Ta-da! Now, secret room. Here we've got a guard to contend with. There is a rattlesnake and a regular snake. And an entire headache is what this south area looks like. Let's see. These do things to that south area. What even is any of that? Okay, this would open the way for the guard. These two close some things. This is closed by that. Okay. So this closes both of those and opens the way for the guard, and it's the only thing that opens the way for the guard. Sure. Why do these pathways even exist if they get closed immediately and never opened again? I don't know. Okay, what I'm seeing is this room wants me to place the snakes into this circle and that circle in some order and in some configuration, which is supposed to somehow make this guy want to go south, then west, then north, then leave. This opens those, which are closed by the nearby buttons. Alright. I don't think it matters actually which one is the rattlesnake and which one is the regular snake. I'm probably wrong, but it doesn't look like that should matter for what this room wants me to use them for. So I'll close that so that it's stuck in that circle. And then this is going to be more of a pain because it will not want to move south. Maybe I can use the path over here to help me somehow. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. This time it went the right way. So I closed all that off. Now, these appear to send the snakes through, which is definitely not a thing that you want. What? How How? How is this supposed to even be possible? He'll be unbrained no matter what, because there are doors in the way, and there are snakes in the way, even if I open the doors. I guess theoretically I can use this to shorten the rattlesnake. Is that good? He'll still not... There's still no way to make him go south. There is absolutely no way to make this guy go south. I don't believe it. There's nothing I can do that would make him go south. Guess that's what I was supposed to do. Alright, sure. I basically arrived at that by meta-guessing, trial, and error. That's basically the two strategies that I was able to use to figure that out. Alright. That's the caliber of secret room we get in the... What is this, the 4th exam? 5th exam? Alright. Okay. This is a cutting room. We get a bunch of decoys, and a thing that will kill decoys, I guess. Looks like we need to set it up so that final cuts are made by decoys on tar. Feels like I'm using way too many. Not sure how to use less, though. So... yeah, that's not nearly enough. That's not going to do it either. Oops. It feels like this is a problem of reach. I want to be able to put the last set of decoys so that they can reach as far inside as possible. That's the only way I could hope to actually finish cutting once it's tar. Let's see, that would get rid of that much. This would do that. I think 2 is still not enough. Yeah, I would need at least 1 more to do this, and it would have to go in a position I don't have available. Maybe. Yeah, I need 2 more. In theory, it would be possible to do this if there was 1 more decoy potion available. Maybe? This might work. Yeah, this works. This lets me reach everything. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll stay outside before going and doing the inside. Well, on the other hand, I already did part of the inside. Alright, let's go in here and see what's to the west. Clearing this room with the seating beacons off counts as 2 puzzles for the indigo door. Okay. So this room... One of my goals is to eventually drop both of these trapdoors to be able to get rid of the tar stuff. Is this? Oh, no, okay. So this is a way to take back... No, that does work. But... Oh, a notorious room. Well, I think I'm probably supposed to not really clear the room yet, but do something... Actually, what is this? Okay. So when the room is uncleared, push this. Okay. What am I looking at with this north side? Let me go check something, since I can. Maybe having as much of the information as possible will help. It might not, but it might. Okay. So that's not really like a meaningful connection to a different room. That's just a part of that room that looks a certain way, I think. Okay. So this room has exits to the north, south, and east that are all going to make this a different room in some way, is what I'm getting from this. If I enter from the east, then I start out with a spear. I need to get rid of all of the tar stuff. We get these 2 guys to help stab things with. And it seems that one of them could be used to get rid of this tar blob here, and that you need to do that before dropping the trapdoors. At some point, you want to hit this orb, then drop the trapdoors, then clear the room to be able to go west. But also, if you're going to go west, you need something more. You need a way to bring an explosive here and to blow it up, so presumably you need one of the decoys' help doing that. I have a suspicion at least, that this west exit is a secret room, and is not part of the essential puzzle of this room. Since I just have a spear, getting rid of this tar stuff is not a problem right now, but I guess in the future these 2 guys are going to prevent me from having a spear. So take that under consideration, I guess. I think I need this one to go there to get rid of this. I think. Getting him in this way is a little bit annoying. So maybe I have to go a long way around. There's no nice way to push this guy into position, is there? Okay, there. That can do that for me. And once I'm rid of the rest of the tar stuff, that will be fine. This can remove the remaining tar stuff. Going north does not appear to be an option from this entrance because of the way that that toggles everything when you get rid of the last tar stuff. I don't know how I would go north, honestly, but I don't think this is it, at least. Can I kill these too? Huh. Not sure how I would kill them. I guess it's okay if I take a sword and drop this to kill them. That only kills some of them, that doesn't kill all of them. Besides which, I can't imagine that being able to get rid of the seeding beacons this early. But how can I kill the rest of those tar babies to be able to leave anywhere except east? Am I overthinking this? No. I keep thinking I can go up and down here, but I can't. Also, there's an eye in a really weird position that looks impossible to reach in any means whatsoever. Yeah, how is this supposed to be killed? There's absolutely nothing in this room that could reach it. If a powder keg could be magically placed right next to it, then the eye would die. I don't see how that's supposed to be possible, though. There's not enough stuff here that I can move things around with. Like, there's too much in the way. The only way I can kill the eye is by putting one of these powder kegs next to it. The only way I can do that is if this part of the tar isn't in the way. Stabbing this part of the tar kills me, unless there is something in the way of this tar. And the only thing available to possibly be in the way of the tar babies is this guy. If he could just stand right here exactly like this, then we would probably be good. But it doesn't seem to be possible to push him into that position. There's just nowhere to do that from. Too many Ormites. I can't even push his body far enough south to be helpful. And I have to do that before blowing up the bomb. There's no other option. Alright. If I assume for a moment that I'm not supposed to clear the room on the first pass, but I'm supposed to do that when I come back and get access to a powder keg. How is this supposed to work? I need to somehow make the status of the tar stuff swap from existing to not existing when I'm here. I guess I could probably do that by pushing something into the right position after I get rid of that's no good. So I need to start by getting rid of the same thing I did earlier. There. So I have to do that. Put this decoy in the right position so that when I push it, it can stab the last of this tar blob. I don't think staying in the room would benefit me. I think I just have to leave and come back at this point. So this time I can bring this powder keg in, but I can't have a spear. Nor do I have use of these two decoys because they're blocking the way. And somehow, this is supposed to let me clear the room. Being in a worse position with less resources to work with, I need to somehow be able to clear the room. Clearing the room objectively requires that I destroy all of the tar stuff, because of the things hanging around outside of the main room that are blocked by tar gates. Which immediately presents a problem because there's no way that I can get rid of this tar blob without the help of a spear or some other thing. I could do that. That doesn't help, but I could do it. I could do this, which doesn't help. I could do this, which makes this cuttable, but that doesn't matter, because now I have absolutely no resources that could let me handle the rest of this nonsense. I still need to somehow be able to get rid of this eye before I can clear the room. And now I don't even have a way to stab any of this. That's fine if that's the last stab. That lets me kill everything except the eye, which is still impossible to kill in this position. Is there a tunnel there? Tunnel? Why is there a cracked wall there? In a place that you can't destroy due to ore mites? I don't see any other resources in this room that could let you destroy that. Maybe that's the return path from going west? How is it supposed to be possible to clear this room from this position? There's nothing in this room that could let me kill the eye if I enter this way. There just isn't anything. It's not possible to kill the eye from here. There's no other exits to this room that don't require me to clear the room. Even if I didn't have to use this keg up here, which I do, there's nothing it could do to help me anywhere else. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying... Well, you know by now. This is my way of saying that I can't see what I need to do. I'm explaining why I appear to be stuck as best I can. It's just... there's not really anything visible that I think I could be missing. Like... even if... so, entering from this way, the final cut has to be here. Because I have to cut this blob myself, and I have to be able to leave. This has to be the last cut. So, that being the case, there's no way that I could re-exit to the north, but even if I could, that wouldn't be helpful. I really don't understand this. There is definitely no way that I could clear the room without also destroying all of the tar stuff. Because the black gates absolutely require that I do that. Like, they're designed specifically to require that. I don't know why there are tunnels here. I don't know why there's this construction. I mean, that looks like an exit back from somewhere else is the only thing it could be. It must be that I'm supposed to go this way. But I can't go this way because I can't kill this eye. Like, if I try to go to it at all, I'll just do that. I can't stab this in any way. The only thing I can do to get rid of this section of tar is immediately blow this up, which makes it impossible to kill the eye. There's nothing else in this room that could possibly go kill the eye for me. This is a platform. I think this is a platform primarily so that dropping those trapdoors causes this bridge to fall. Because I don't... yeah, the setup of force arrows here makes it so this platform can't move. Even if the bridge wasn't in the way. So I don't think that being a platform means anything as far as the ability to clear the room. Is there secret walls somewhere that I can't see? am I missing? Like, I seriously have no idea what I could be missing at this point. I've tried absolutely everything that there is to try from this version of the room, and none of it works. There's just no way to clear the room. Just to continue the room, I can't. Because I have to destroy all of the tar stuff to get past a green door. Destroying all of the tar stuff requires me to use this powder keg up there. Even if I couldn't use the powder keg, or even if I could avoid using the powder keg up there, having it down here doesn't help me. I am absolutely 100% at the point of looking this up in Henson Solutions board, because I don't see anything that could possibly help here. If I'm really supposed to go north at all in the first place, then I can't see any way to do anything to accomplish anything useful whatsoever starting from the north. There is no way to clear the room because there is no way to be rid of all the tar stuff and kill the eye from the initial entrance. And from this entrance, the situation is not better, but worse, because I don't even have the ability to get close to the eye. Yeah, but I've established that the powder keg is needed here if I'm going to get rid of all the tar stuff. So basically, all the powder keg does for me is replace having a spear for this blob. Like, having the powder keg doesn't help because I have to use it for this. I mean, I can bring it somewhere else first and then use it for that, but I have to use it for that if I want to be rid of the tar stuff at all. There's no way to get any more of them. Blowing up this bomb always destroys all of the powder kegs that are in this region. There's no way to even cut enough tar stuff to get into to get towards any of the other ones. The other powder kegs in the room are not available for entering from this direction. Like, obviously I can't get to that one, and obviously I can't get to that one without having already cleared the room, or more likely coming from the south. I guess, in theory, I could stab the powder keg here somewhere. That doesn't seem like something that would help, but I can. think I can free that one. Maybe that one. Okay, I guess that's it. Alright, mostly a matter of seeing that I could do something. Seeing the particular thing that I could do. The rest of it kind of runs on automatic once you see that you can do that thing. And now I should be able to clear the room. I'm sure the fact that this guy runs out and this guy doesn't is going to be really important later for some reason. Wait, is it just me, or... No. I can't drop the trapdoors from this state. And if I drop them before getting rid of the tar stuff, then I would be unable to get rid of the tar stuff. So this isn't the right state to do that from. Okay. So that brings us back to this room with a powder keg and a spear. From this position, I can use the spear to be rid of that. I could go clear the room using the same method as before. Mostly. Now I have an escape route to deal with this. I have this feeling that this is the right time to try to go west. That's the feeling that I have. And if that's actually part of the solution to the room as a whole, then this would be the time that I'm supposed to do it. So I think I've reached a state where I no longer need to have a spear. So I can do that. Then I can just stab that to be rid of them. Oh, but I would need to do something. Okay. So I'm gonna need every powder keg that's available, including this one. That's fine. I think I can take this one just fine. Put it in the same place in the same way as the last one. Is that bomb gonna blow it up from there? It is. But I think I can get it into a position where it won't be blown up. Like over here, somewhere safe like that. Now, take a sword. Drop the trapdoors. Blow this up. You. You. And now I can go west. Oh wait, no I can't. I still need another powder keg to go west if I wanted to do that. From a state where this room has previously been cleared, I can't go west. So... But... on the other hand, if I clear the room, then leave to the south, then I can return to the room and have it in a state where I can go this way because it's clear and there is tar. Why is... oh. Why? Why is this here? I guess just so I can check the progress or something? Alright, anyway. So from this, I could come in here from this direction. And I think my goal now should be to reactivate the seeding beacon somehow. To go to the west. How can I even do that? How can I even reach them? Do that to get access to a decoy, and a decoy can be pushed off a cliff and stab the beacon at the same time. If I can just approach it from the right angle. Okay, and then I can start from this direction, which is hopefully what I need to do. Start from this direction. I don't know why this would be better than starting from the regular south, but it is an option of some sort. Why would that be better? Doesn't seem like it could be. Alright, well, let's just try this again. Okay, I think this is better because if I clear the room the way I just did, for the most part, then that would give me access to this spear and this powder keg after I clear the room and drop the trapdoors. I think that's the point of doing it that. So I'm not actually doing anything new or different. I'm just literally solving the same room again, in the same way, but starting from a different position to be able to access a different place. I mean, maybe that's wrong because I've missed something, but it sure feels like this is the case. Okay. So now, I need one of these to be there, but not yet in use. Go in there. I need one of these to also be ready for use out there. And then a third one down with the eye. Okay. Use the spear to get rid of this tar blob. Okay. put this in a somewhat better position. I'll do that later. First, take the sword. Okay. Now blow that up. That was a bad place to leave that powder keg. I need to place it so that I can push it if I have a sword. So I think that means it should be... there should... no. There should be fine. Drop the trapdoors. Put this in a safe place. Blow up this bomb to kill the eye. Blow this up to be rid of the tar stuff. Put this in and blow it up. Bring this guy out to kill him. Kill that one. And now I'm permitted to go take this spear and powder keg, bring them through this corridor, blow it up. What do I do? Oh, I need to do everything that I've done, so I need to go back over here. No, wait. How do I do this? Okay, I guess I've missed something. Go back. If instead of using 2 powder kegs to deal with the central bridge island area, I use 1 powder keg to retrieve the appropriate decoy, the way that I did to be able to reseed the room, then I can use said appropriate decoy to stab that tar blob before I take the sword and all that. That should do it. Stab that. And now I can go put things in position here. Retrieve this for later. Blowing this up now doesn't do any harm. And I can stab all of this. This I need to be careful with. Yeah, okay, get those 2 in the right place. Actually, I could probably have killed those by just dropping the trapdoors, right? Yeah, keep those where they are. Oh, wait. I shouldn't stab that yet. I should leave this where I can stab it with a sword. Oh, okay. So now... drop the trapdoors. Now, use him to get rid of as much as I can. Yeah, that's fine. Now drop the trapdoors. Now a powder keg goes in to get rid of those 3 somehow. Come around the other way. this is no good. I have to kill one more of them. Somehow. I think I'm overthinking this. Yeah. I can just stab those. I was way overthinking that part. So I can just stab those. Then I can stab this. What did I do all that for? I think maybe I might have been envisioning saving a decoy somehow to use for something. But a decoy used for this can't be taken out, can it? If it stabbed the tar blob. There's nowhere I can stand to make this survive. Some kind of trickery with the platform? I doubt it, but it's not impossible. That's what's supposed to happen. Now, the platform definitely can't be moved. Pretty sure. there's no way to get rid of those two if I do this. That would leave me with exactly one that I can't get rid of. Come on. What am I missing now? Here's the concept that I have that I'm not sure whether or not it's possible to translate into actually doing something. There are certain configurations of tar stuff where, like say, if I had a sword, and if I stabbed it here, then it might be that a spot that was previously not stabbable becomes stabbable. What I'm envisioning is that maybe there is some way that I could be here, I could stab something, walk up here, and then on the turn that I walk up here, something that was not capable of being stabbed before now is, and it's the last, very last piece of tar stuff, so that I can go up here and a decoy can stab the last piece during that turn, and I can get one more powder keg, which is what I would need to be able to actually take care of the rest of this room, to be able to actually get to the west. Because everything else I can think of requires, just doesn't work, because I'm one powder keg shy, or one something shy that I have no way of getting any other way. This one is in the room, so maybe I'm supposed to do something magical like that to get access to it. The problem is I'm not really sure that this tar... I'm not really sure whether this blob is really amenable to doing that. Like, I'm not sure where I can place the decoy and where I can put my last stab to make that work. Maybe I have to do that while I'm carrying a spear. No, I can't... Right, the problem is I can't do that while I'm carrying a spear, because I have to take these trapdoors down first. Before I get rid of the last of the tar, I have to drop the trapdoors, which is going to force me to take a sword. So it has to be that, but also it has to be something where I stab with a sword and then it becomes stabbable. I don't know that this shape is a little too friendly almost to allow me to do that. Or so it seems. Because I have to come from the north for this to work. And it has to be... maybe... I don't think I want any of this side. Okay, that looks right. If I'm going to do that, then I want the one that is facing northwest. And I want it to be pointing directly into the corner. Like that. So just to verify, that would work if that was the last two stabs on tar. And that would give me access to the last powder keg that I don't otherwise have access to. Oh, okay. That is a thing that I saw during recent rooms, but I don't feel like the hold has ever asked you to know that necessarily, that you can do that. Like, it's not really... It's a very difficult thing to construct a room that asks the player to do it in the first place. You basically need a setup like this. And I certainly don't remember anything like that being in the room about tar stuff. I mean, in the level about tar stuff. Or about tar, I mean. Oh, this is an extra little inconvenience here. Can I fix this? Okay, just have to walk in exactly the right way and we're good. Okay, now I can use this powder keg to kill those. And I have a decoy still out where I can reach it. I kind of hope this particular secret room is just here's some lore and credit for a secret room. If it's another really hard puzzle beyond the extremely hard puzzle of accessing it, and if I get stuck on it, that's going to be a little frustrating, I admit. Oh, it needs to be over there. Okay, there. Oh, okay. This is not just a secret room. This is the entrance to an entire secret level. Please tell me there's a shortcut here for the... Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I've reached this side. The passage will be open in both directions. Because I don't have the... What is that, 7? I'm not in Chapter 7, so I don't have the 7 key yet. Okay. So now... I can... Okay, there's not ore mites here anymore. And... This is open. That's why this tunnel is here. Don't let me forget this tunnel exists when I get the 7th key and am able to actually do that. I'm being very confident saying when, but hopefully I will. Okay. Was that the hardest room in this level? I kinda hope it was, because I don't necessarily want the difficulty to be uphill from there. Alright, here we've got a Soulless, playing with a rattlesnake. Soulless holds down a button, which, if closed, would close the way to that to that eye. It feels like what I need to do here is stun the Soulless in a way that doesn't let it move. And do that a few times so that it syncs up with the rattlesnake. Like, I don't want to push it off, but I do want to stun it by shoving it into the rattlesnake directly. Yeah. And this gets, well, not harder actually, it gets a little easier if anything, as the rattlesnake gets shorter. Well, at this point it's a little interesting. But not too hard, I don't think. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Soulless. Continue guarding the way. Or whatever it is they say. I think that's what they talk about all the time. Okay. We got a preview of this room. I immediately find this set of mirrors up here suspicious. As in, there's probably a way to shatter them that's like a secret of some sort, and I need to do that to be able to go north to another secret room, maybe? That looks really suspicious, that's all I can say. So there's a whole entire construction up in the west part of this room. I'm not sure what to make of it. I guess... Okay, this... I'm gonna need the help of a double cut to do this. So... at least in theory... that should be possible to arrange with the help of both a decoy and a clone. Maybe. Let's see. I'll try to set up a corner so the so the decoy can wait there for a moment. Yeah, okay. If I could do that, that would do it, I think. Maybe... okay, I think I have a way. That's a double cut right there. So... that's how you clear this room. But there's an entire... something going on over there, which probably has something to do with the stack of mirrors up there. So let's investigate. First of all, this region has a seeding beacon and nothing else. No other exits or anything. Around here, wall. So there's no reason to go to this region, as far as I can tell. You can take a stick here. The trouble is, hitting a seeding beacon doesn't, like, toggle these doors or anything. Okay. If, hypothetically, a clone here, bring in there, if I could clear the room under this condition, then I would be able to bring the clone out with its stick, and it could use the stick to shove the mirrors out of the way. So this is asking me to achieve that same kind of double cut as earlier, without the aid of a clone, which I just did. It wasn't actually that much harder, I just had to think about it the right way. I don't know why there's additional green door toggles beyond that, aside from, I don't know, symmetry or decoration or something, but this works. This probably grants some kind of secret room entry access. Alright, here we've got some spinning soulless, a mirror, and something is going on here. Okay, so our goal is to set this up so that the spinning soulless will push this mirror from one to the other, right? Because this toggles half of them, this toggles the other half of them. Alright, the soulless are always spinning, I'm gonna call it left. Is that clockwise? I think it's clockwise. So I think I want... I want this. And if another guy could maybe grab it immediately to push it west, that would be helpful. I'm pretty sure they respond to Ormites, and they do. Okay, so I need to arrange not only the position, but the timing, if I want this to work out right. Oh. Okay. Let me see, is this gonna work? No, now he's a little too early. Alright, let's see. Oh. That's fine, I guess. I just want to delay that one. Oh, that's no good. We can't have that. Maybe due south is the wrong way. If he was here, he could push it a diagonal, and it would go farther in a single move that way. Maybe I don't have to manage the timing that hard for all of them. Let's see. You're going to shove it this way. If you were over here, then you would shove it diagonally also. Like that, and that. Okay, I think it has to be diagonal to make it move fast enough, or, you know, to be sufficiently efficient with the movements. I think they have to be diagonal. I'm still not sure this is going to work. I don't think I have enough, actually. Because now, I don't know how to get it all the way over there with the last guy here. I'm probably using one of the other ones, like, not as efficiently as I should. Get out of the way for a minute, I need to think. If it were shoved west, and then immediately northwest, that would seem to be ideal. Well, I don't know. Where does it actually go if I put them in that position? Go Goes west, then goes there. But I don't think I can make them push it into the right position from there. If there was a guy in the way, then it wouldn't be able to push it that way. It would have to push it that way. But a guy being in the way is going to completely waste one of my pushers. So that can't be it. This would not work at all. I really need to figure out what I'm even trying to do here. So, only moving it by turning this way, I need to move it back and forth with only 4 positions. So let's try to imagine that. It could go here. Then what? If it goes here, that's not going to help. Because there's not really any way to make it move in the right direction, turning the way that I need to turn. I could... If I did that, and had one here, then it would go here, and then it would do this. If I had one here, then it could do that. That's already using 3 of them for going... That would be this, then this, then this, no, then this, and then that. I think that's something like what I was doing earlier. But then how do I get it back? If it's here, how would I like to get it back? Push it this way? So one here, one there. Well, their timing is off to do what I wanted to do, but... Oh, that's a problem. This would have to be facing northeast exactly when that one's facing west. Oh. So if somehow it was magically back here again at the right timing, then they could keep doing that. Maybe someone could grab it from there to push it northeast. And it has to, again, probably be the right timing. Yeah? That's using up 3 of them to get it from east to west. I don't know how I can get it back the other way with just one of them. Maybe it can work? That looked awfully close to working. Its timing wasn't right. Yeah. No. They just fight and do that. Maybe I should try to move it diagonally. Well, its timing is off now. And it shatters it. I don't want that. Okay, now it'll just go back and forth between those two, which is no good. Come on, man. Could you not? I think that's it. I just, no, I just need this one to be timed differently, maybe? And that would do it. It looks awfully close. But I'm not actually sure that was going to work. Yeah, this one is prone to shoving it entirely out, which is not what I want. I think its timing is wrong. Maybe this position just can't work, regardless of timing. Like, I can toggle it back and forth like that. I can get it from east to west, but I don't see how I can use only 4 of them to get from west to east, and from east to west again. If at least one of them was not going, was spinning in the opposite direction, I could see this being plausible. This has to be the kind of thing that once you get it working looks absolutely magical. But I'm not getting it. Maybe I should try to plan it out? I don't know. So if I want it to go from here to there, with only spinning this way, if a guy is here, he could push it there. If a guy is here, he would ruin things. I don't want it to spin that way. If one was directly north of it, it could push it that way. Put it there. Then if one was here, then it could get it in position. So if I put them here and here, these two corners, that would go from west to east using two of them. Considering that I need to get from west to east and from east to west, and that's two motions, and I have 4 guys, it seems reasonable that each motion should be achievable with 2 guys. Right? So now I would like to go back the other way using 2 guys. Maybe... Do I literally just need to put them at the corners and that's it? Is that actually what I was missing? Just put them at the corners and they do their job automatically? Like, they're literally in that position to begin with, just not exactly in the space. That's all I needed to do. Okay, wow. Overthinking it again. That's how it is. Okay. Alright. That's fun. Once it works, that's fun. 311 turns. Most of it me stumbling around, I think. Okay. Here's another room with a Solus in it. What does the scroll have to say? Solve the room without using the tar switch token. Alright, I guess I can try that. What do you do if I stand in your way? You stab me, I guess? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What if, Yeah, I'll just stab that too. So, does that Solus have a point? It doesn't seem like there's anything in the room I could use to make him do anything else besides go in that circle there. Like, there's no sticks or anything that I could use to make him move somewhere else and be more helpful, as far as I can tell. So, is that a completely decorative Solus? I mean, I doubt that, but it could be. It's not impossible, if that's what it is. Maybe it does something if I interact with the other parts of the room. I mean, I don't think they operate like that, but it could. So it's easy enough to be rid of the mud. But how could I blow up the tar if I wanted to do that? The force arrows are all going the wrong way. This is really suspicious. There has to be something I can do to make this guy go a different direction. Okay. So if I put my sword in his path, then he will go a different... Okay. This is what I... Is this guy basically a sorted, lemming? This guy is basically a lemming holding a sword, which is invincible. Okay. Understanding that helps make a lot better sense of this thing. Okay. Sworded lemming practice. In a game that I don't know, maybe lemmings exist later in this game, although they seem like they could be something that was left to be exclusive to TSS. Anyway, are they called lemmings? Gosh, okay. I would very much like for you to please enter the box. Can I make you enter the box? I'm not seeing that I could. Powder kegs won't work as obstructions because he will just blow them up. But it would be really helpful if he would go into the box. Oh, there we go. Got him in the box. I probably don't want that to happen, but let's just contemplate how I could make use of him being in the box for a moment. He could blow up a powder keg, say, there, or in a number of other places. Okay. That was probably too far back to be going. Whatever. So I know that I can just stab this mud to death, and I don't need to worry about it. Let's see, when I put him in the box, he went this way, and he went this way, and he went this way, this way. Okay. I think I would like to be rid of the mud. I don't know. So I want to place this in such a location that he will stab it, and stabbing it will cause it to destroy tar stuff in a useful way. These force arrows make that significantly harder to achieve. Because even now, if we blew it up, it would not touch that tar at all. If I could bring the other one in, then that still wouldn't do me any good. I could blow both of them up and that would destroy this. Oh, actually, that would work. Is there any way to actually get that powder keg inside this box? I tried before without any success. Is there a way to do it by using... Oh, no, because I have to stab... I would have to be rid of this. The Solus only moves orthogonally, so there's no way to coax him into being on the tile that has a trapdoor on it. There should be a way to get this in there. There has to be a way to get this in there, because otherwise why would this be in the room? That's how you push a Solus in here. And if only I could figure out how to make him useful. I don't know why there's a powder keg outside of the main room. There is no way to bring it inside, as far as I can tell. But if the Solus blew this up, maybe it would do something useful? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it could. I really need to have 2 powder kegs somehow. I don't see how there's any other alternative. Somehow the other one has to come in. If I could be rid of all of this, then I could push it in using the trapdoor. There's no way to be rid of all of this without using the trapdoor to stab the rest of it. Why are there broken walls here? What purpose could these possibly serve? Well, I can't get this all the way in, but I could make a Solus blow it up while it's sitting on that trapdoor. And I accidentally walked out. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's lock the room so I don't do that again. So if I could make the Solus go in here, then he would turn around and he would blow that up in the process of turning around. And maybe that would be enough to do something useful. Maybe. One can only hope. Also, I just noticed this diagonal passage is to prevent you from having the Solus just activate the token for you, which is kind of funny. Because that would completely break the room, yeah? Okay, thank you for blowing that up. Maybe that will be enough that I can now solve the room. Because I think with that... you play outside for a while, sir. I think with that, this... yeah. That would be enough to be completely rid of the tar. And I can be rid of the mud just by stabbing it from the outside. So I just need to do the trick I did earlier to get that guy to come in. So he'll stab that. This way, please. Then go in. Don't block me. Please don't remove my visibility. I need that. Okay. This way. Turn all the way around. Stab it. And that's everything I needed. Didn't need the tar swap token at all. I'm not completely sure how that helped, or how the tar swapping token was meant to help, but that works. I don't know what the regular solution is, but that's a challenge solution. Let's unlock the room. Whew. All that, and I haven't tried one south yet. Okay. So... yes. Okay. Get a spear. We want to use... we want to use the spear to carve out a passage in such a way that these will not move orthogonally at any time. And the clone is supposed to also help with that somehow. Right, that pulls one of them out. It's a little bit of progress at least. I might need the clone's reach, like so that something that isn't being targeted by the golems can stab something. That seems to be the idea here. Okay. Oops. Then I should do the same thing on the other side, maybe? I need to go this way. There we go. That releases that for one. Okay. Oh, look at that. He's going to move diagonally, and that's really convenient, actually. Since there's no black gate in this room, I don't need to finish cutting tar stuff. I can just go get rid of the guy. I guess these just close both of those doors. Yeah, that's what they do. Okay, you stay in there forever, bye. Here's a room with a pre-placed clone. There's a goblin. There is what looks like a secret exit. What does the entrance say? There are 4 more major rooms, and I think I just saw an entrance to a secret room down to the east from here. There's... where else is there a room? Oh, there's clearly a room. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 is down this way. So this is definitely the way to a secret room. Alright, I am 18 minutes past 5, so my usual stopping time. I think this is a fine place to cut off. I mean, it's a little unsatisfying to not finish the level entirely, but I've done a lot, so it feels fine, I think. I've actually opened the indigo door, but I want to open the blue door. So I'll come back to this, I think, next week. Let's start up here, just because. Look at that. That's really neat. That level art looks really cool. When you've cleared the room, that's a bunch of white, but right now it looks like red tentacles kind of coming in at the edges of this bulbous thing. I don't know, I think that looks neat. Anyway, see you later. Thank you for watching. Next time we might make it to the next chapter. We'll see. I think I'm gonna hold off and do cleanup maybe after the next chapter. You know, do cleanup in like a couple of chapters worth of chunk or something. I'll see how I feel about it later. Anyway, farewell for now.